You were born not in a gilded palace, but in a province burning with war. 1560, the era of Sengoku. Your mother was a farmer's daughter, your father a low-ranking retainer who smelled of cheap sake and old iron. Instead of a lullaby, you heard the distant thunder of arquebus fire. Instead of milk, you were fed the bitter pride of a lineage that had more debt than honor. By the age of 5, you aren't playing tag, you are holding a wooden stick, learning how to crack a skull. Childhood. Your playground is the dojo floor, hard earth, cold. It smells of sweat and discipline. You don't learn to read poetry, you learn to suppress pain. If you cry, you get the stick. If you hesitate, you get the stick. Your father tells you, the sword is your soul. He forgets to mention the sword is also a heavy bar of steel that will blister your hands until they look like raw meat. You are 10 years old. You are not a child. You are a weapon in the forging process. You are taught that your life is lighter than a feather, but your duty is heavier than a mountain. The career. Genpuku. You are 15. You shave your forelock. You receive your 2 swords. You think you are a god of war. You are actually a glorified servant. You enter the service of the local daimyo. You are an ashigaru commander, or perhaps a low samurai. It doesn't matter. To the Lord, you are a number, a wall of meat to stop the enemy cavalry. Your salary is paid in koku, bales of rice. You count grains while the Lord drinks tea from bowls worth more than your entire village. The campaign. The horn blows, the conch shell screams. You march and march and march. Your armor, the do, is made of lacquered plates and leather. It looks majestic in paintings. In reality, it is a stifling oven. It traps your heat, your stench, and the lice that crawl across your skin. When it rains, the lacing soaks up water and weighs you down like a stone anchor. You sleep in the mud, hugging your spear, praying the enemy doesn't launch a night raid. The battle. You stand on the field of Sekigahara. Fog, smoke, the air tastes of sulfur from the matchlocks. Tanegashima, the foreign devil's weapon. A peasant with 2 weeks of training and a gun can blow a hole through 20 years of your swordsmanship. The order comes. Charge. You don't scream for glory, you scream to drown out the terror. Arrows darken the sky. The man next to you, your friend, the one who shared his pickled plums with you, takes a musket ball to the throat. He doesn't die poetically, he gurbles and falls into the muck. You step over him. The reality of combat. This isn't a duel from the legends, this is a meat grinder. You use the yati, the spear. It's long, clumsy, effective. You stab at faces, at legs, at horses. Close quarters, the spear breaks. You draw the katana. Infographic, the katana. Curved, single-edged, wicked. The soul of the samurai. In battle, it's a hacking tool. If you hit armor, it chips. If you hit bone, it sticks. You don't slash gracefully, you chop like a butcher. Blood makes the handle slippery. You grip it so hard your knuckles turn white. You are covered in gore. Yours, theirs, the horses. Defeat. Your lord made a mistake, or he was betrayed. It doesn't matter. The battle is lost. The enemy is mopping up survivors. You should commit seppuku. Cut your belly, restore your honor. It's the noble way. You look at the knife. You look at your guts. You look at the sky. You choose to run. Cowardice, maybe. Survival, definitely. You strip off your heavy armor, toss it in a ditch and vanish into the bamboo forests. You are no longer a retainer. You are a ghost. The Ronin. Congratulations, you are now a wave man, a Ronin, drifting without a master. Society hates you. To the peasants, you are a bandit in waiting. To the merchants, you are a bully. To the employed samurai, you are filth. You wear a deep woven hat, an amigasa, to hide your face, not for mystery, but for shame, and to hide from the shogun's headhunters. Your home is the road, the Tokaido, the Nakasendo, dusty, endless tracks. You sleep under the eaves of temples until the monks chase you away with brooms. Diet and health. You remember the rice stipend? Gone. Now you eat what you can find. Millet, roots, sometimes a snake caught by the river. A bowl of white rice is a distant memory, a luxury for the rich. You are thin, wiry, constantly hungry. Your teeth are loose from scurvy. Your social package is a bottle of cheap, cloudy sake. It warms the belly and dulls the shame. It helps you forget the face of the friend you stepped over. The tools of the trade. You still have your swords. They are the only things you polish. The katana is for killing men. The wakizashi, the short sword, is for close work, or for cutting your own belly if they corner you. But you need money. So you become a yojimbo, a bodyguard. You protect a fat silk merchant from bandits who look exactly like you. You stand in the rain while he eats roasted eel in the inn. He pays you in copper coins that insult your ancestors, but copper buys food. The duel. I am the best swordsman in the West. You hear it in a tavern, some young punk looking to make a name for himself. He sees your worn scabbard and challenges you. Duel logic, no referees, no points, one strike. Iai jutsu, the art of drawing and cutting in one motion. You stare at each other, the flies buzz, the tension snaps. Click, swish, thud. He falls, a red line across his chest. He didn't know that you don't fight fair. You threw sand in his eyes before you drew. Bushido is a code for peacetime. In the gutter, the winner is the one still breathing. Banditry. The merchant fired you, or died. You are desperate. You join a group of Akuto, villains, other Ronin, failed farmers, criminals. You raid a village. You who were sworn to protect the people. Now you kick down doors and demand rice. You see the fear in the peasants' eyes. It looks like respect if you squint hard enough. You burn a hut to make a point. The smoke stings your eyes. You tell yourself it's survival. You are a wolf now, not a dog. The Shogun's peace. 1603. Tokugawa wins. The wars are ending. Peace is coming. Peace is a disaster for you. No wars means no employment. The shogunate hunts down Ronin. They confiscate weapons. They demand papers. You are a relic, a dinosaur with a sharp tooth in a world that wants to trim hedges. You drift to the cities, Edo, Osaka, massive, sprawling ant hives. The floating world. You end up in the Yoshiwara, the pleasure district, the only place where your past doesn't matter, only your coin. Geishas with painted faces, kabuki actors screaming like demons. You spend your looted coin on fleeting warmth. Life is a dream within a dream, the poets say. You drink, you laugh, you brawl with a merchant's son who bumps into you. You cut off his top knot. The constables are coming. The end of the path. You are 40, ancient. Your joints ache from old wounds. Your liver is pickling. You sit by a bridge. The cherry blossoms are falling. Sakura, beautiful and short-lived, like a samurai, except you lived too long. You are the blossom that refused to fall and turned brown on the branch. A younger samurai approaches, clean clothes, new crest. He sees a beggar with a sword. He tells you to move. You don't. You grip the handle. The rust flakes off the scabbard. One last fight? Why not? It's better than starving. You draw. The steel flashes one last time, reflecting the setting sun. Fade to black.